Stocks extend their 2018 gains. It wasn't a rip-roaring rally to start the week, but it was enough to push the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq to new records. Investors remain upbeat about the economy and confident that it will continue to pick up steam. So here are the final numbers. The Dow pulled back a bit, dropping 12 points to 25,283. The Nasdaq gained 20, and the S&P 500 gained 4. With a string of record runs and 2018 getting off to a robust start, some may start to think that this bull market is shaping up to be one of the strongest ever. Mike Santoli picks it up from here.
The bull market, set to reach its 9th anniversary in 2 months, is now the second best ever, which means that investors who expect generous gains from here over the next couple of years are effectively betting that this bull run can become the greatest of all time. In terms of market gains, valuation, and the public's exposure to stocks, only the final years of the 1990s surge sit at higher elevations than the climb that began in March of 2009. This might sound scary for anyone who recalls the speculative frenzy of the late 90s market and the wealth destruction that followed as the tech bubble burst. But the comforting news for now is that while today's bull market ranks number 2, it's still quite a distance from the excesses of the one that closed out the 20th century. The S&P 500 has gained just over 300% from its low set during the great financial crisis in early 2009. That compares to a 580% advance that ran from the 1987 crash to early 2000. And while stocks are rather richly valued today, they're not nearly as expensive as at the 2000 peak. Finally, retail investors had nearly 80% of their financial assets in stocks and were feasting on half-baked initial public offerings 18 years ago. Today, they hold closer to 70% in stocks, and the most popular investments are sober index funds. All this explains why some optimistic strategists are predicting a more energetic phase of the bull market as public excitement for stocks grows and the new corporate tax cut offers a fresh storyline for further gains atop strong global growth and a healthy consumer. It might all sound a bit too good to be true, and it always makes sense to ask what could go wrong when the crowd is fixated on the good news. For as long as stocks keep clicking to new record highs, though, the comparisons with the greatest ever bull market will only get louder. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Mike Santoli.